Taurus new moon is on April 26th. Taurus is ruled by Venus, the goddess of love, beauty, and abundance. The abundance that Venus brings is based on attraction. Mars goes out and gets abundance, prosperity. Venus attracts it. What are you attracting into your life at this time? The Taurus new moon gives you the opportunity to really hone in on what you want. What is it that you want in your life this year? What is it that you want in your relationship? What is it that you want for others? So here is an opportunity to focus in on what you really want, to focus in on your values, what you love and value. Values are so important, and I have a wonderful program on my website, the True Values Program. When you align with your values, you make success for yourself. Success becomes something that you define rather than having the external forces define you or define success for you. Rather than society, institutions, the media, family, and so on define success for you. When you align with your core values, you determine success for yourself. So you take your power back from the matrix and you own your power by determining your core values, your true values. For instance, my highest value is freedom. I value freedom over security. I value freedom over success. What is your number one core value? It's important to know this because if you're aligned with your star, your values, you will be empowered. You will feel successful. Taurus is about nourishing that power, what you love, what you value, your self-worth, your self-respect, your self-appreciation. When you nourish and nurture your self-worth, you are empowering yourself to be anything, to do anything, to reach your greatest star. So here in the cycle of Taurus, it's time to plant your seeds in the fertile ground of unlimited possibilities, unlimited success. How are you using your inner and outer resources? And resources are not just money. They're your time, your talent, your energy, your skills and abilities. When you maximize your talent, skills, and abilities, you're using your gifts to be who you really are and achieve great success. This is a time of new beginnings here in the cycle of Taurus. Venus, the ruler of this new moon, is direct. Venus moved direct on the 15th of April. During her time of retrograde, what have you learned? What have you learned in March and April about yourself, about your relationships, about what you love and value, about your commitments, your agreements? This is the time to reflect on what you've learned, while Venus has been retrograde. She's right at the end at the new moon in Taurus at 29 degrees, 9 minutes Pisces. That is a critical degree whenever a planet is at the end at 29 degrees. That is an opportunity for you and me to master the energy. Whenever something is at 29 degrees, it's calling for our mastery. In Pisces, it is about spiritual love, divine love, twin flame love, not human, ego, sexual attraction love, soul love, higher love, the love of God, the love of humanity, the love of the planet, the love for the animal kingdom, the love for elemental life, for children, for a people, and the environment, and so on. So it is a divine love that takes us out of our personal self and invites us to see the collective and to make our hearts big enough to love the entire planet, to love Gaia, to love all people, all walks of life, all of humanity, to love, to be love, to embrace love, spiritual love, empathy, compassion. These are the highest qualities of Pisces. On a personal level, it's your creativity. It's beauty. And beauty is abundance. Here in the Northern Hemisphere, the plants are blooming, the flowers are blooming, the trees are blooming, the animals are giving birth, the birds have returned from the south. Everything is blooming. There's so much abundance in the beauty of nature. Beauty is everywhere if we take the time to see it. Abundance is everywhere if we are receiving it. Venus will move into Aries. She'll re-enter Aries on April 28th. Mercury will move direct May 3rd. This is a new moon, and new moons are about new beginnings, new starts. And in Taurus, it is about, what do I love? What do I value? What do I want? What do I want? It's a simple question, but at times we can be off base if we're following someone else's path, or we're following someone else's stars, or we're being distracted and looking in the direction of other people instead of in our own direction. If whatever it is you want, look in your own direction, and it will be placed right in front of you. That's how the universe works. That's how Jehovah works. That's how Creator works, is to look in your own direction, and you will find love, abundance, opportunity. I do recommend waiting until Mercury goes direct before you start anything new, a new relationship, a new job, a new home. If you can't wait, that's okay. Just make sure you're reading the fine print and understanding what you're committing yourself to. Venus rules commitments. She's on the move now, and she's changing directions when she moves into Aries. It will be about moving from universal divine love back to the individual. What do I need? What do I want? What can I do? I'm ready for adventure. I'm ready for action. I'm Venus. I'm in Aries. Let's go. And so get ready for that, because Mercury is going to move direct on May 3rd. And now we will have Venus direct, Mercury direct. Mars is in Gemini. Mars entered Gemini on April 21st. And that is multiple opportunities for relationships, multiple opportunities for social engagements and perhaps business opportunities, career opportunities, educational opportunities. So the opportunities are flourishing at this time, at this new moon beginning, and it's lovely and it's wonderful. With Venus moving from Pisces into Aries, it's time to forgive yourself. It's time to forgive others. It's a time for healing, healing your heart, healing your body, healing the past. That doesn't mean you re-engage with people that have been harmful to you. You can forgive others and keep moving forward. It's really important to forgive self, to forgive yourself for having to experience the trauma. Forgive yourself for having to experience the negativity, the brutality, the ruthlessness or barbaric behavior of others that is moving about the planet. And we are seeing this being played out in the media. We just witnessed it last week with the airlines, the United Airlines. This is what I've been talking about. I talked about it in the April forecast, and I talked a lot about it. I talked about it at the Libra full moon, and I talked a lot about it in the May forecast because it's being brought to our attention about how corporations and certain individuals are trampling on the human rights of others. With the airlines, they're trampling on our human rights. Another situation was a high-profile news anchor, Bill O'Reilly, has just been fired after decades of sexual harassment to women. And this is another example of when people trample on the rights and how this is being brought to light. The light is flushing out the darkness. This brutal behavior, barbaric behavior, has been going on for a very long time. And as people expand in consciousness, as the light is oncoming, it's raising your vibration and people are waking up. And women are becoming stronger and saying, wait a minute, I'm not going to tolerate this abuse or disrespect. I will be treated with respect as the professional I am. And so this is good news, that those in power need to be held to the same levels of professionalism as everyone else, and behavior of conduct with honor, integrity. And this is good news that this is coming out and that this is being addressed. This is the time to stand for your rights and stand up for your rights. And yes, we can forgive others for their bad behavior, but we do not have to engage with it, and we do not have to tolerate it or put up with it. And it's time for individuals to take back their power. Uranus is in Aries. Mercury is in Aries. They are being harmoniously aspected by Saturn and Sagittarius. Saturn is trining positive energy flow to Uranus in Aries, the power of the individual, men, women, children, human rights, women's rights, gay rights, animal rights, environmental rights. It's time we take the power back from the few who do not respect life or this planet. And it is time that we come together and respect each other and love each other. And this is an energy that is awakening and quickening. Mercury, the messenger, is coupled with Uranus at the time of the new moon. And it goes exact on the 28th when Venus enters Aries and says, okay, let's take the power back. Let's do it with grace. Let's do it with dignity and honor and valor and be the best we can be. It's about living your best life. This Taurus new moon is about living your best life and being your best self. Taurus is about values. It is about integrity. It is about lining up with our core values. And it is amazing the awakening that's happening with so many people. It's so beautiful to watch and observe how people are standing up and taking their power back and being empowered and doing it in a graceful way, in a beautiful way, in a divine way. So we're keeping it clean, we're keeping it clear, we're keeping it divine. So Venus re-enters Aries on the 28th. Mercury is coupled with Uranus on the 28th. This is a day of quickening too. So we've got this fabulous Taurus new moon happening on the 26th with no challenging aspects to it. It is being positively trined by Saturn. It's loose. It's 9-degree separation, but it's on because Saturn's so late in Sagittarius. He's getting ready to move into Capricorn, which will come in December, right at the time of solstice. Another power day. And so Saturn is in harmonious energy flow with Uranus. And he's saying, hey, it's time to do things in a new way. You're in the new energy. You're in the new earth. You're in higher dimension. Listen to your higher self. Listen to your soul self. Don't go by what the media tells you to think. Put everything through your own inner power, your inner guru, your mighty I am presence. What does your mighty I am presence say? What does your soul self say? Line up with what your soul is telling you. Don't step over the red flags. Trust your instincts. Trust what your soul is telling you. Even if it runs counterintuitive to what the brain says or what you've been doing. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling like, I can't seem to get things going, it's time to do things in a new way. The old ways are no longer going to work for us anymore. You're in a new energy. It's time to take a fresh approach to your work, to your commitments, to your relationships. It really is time to look at the imbalance that you may have in your relationships. Venus, the lord of this new moon, is being challenged by Saturn in Sagittarius. He is challenging Venus in Pisces, and he is asking you, please evaluate your commitments, evaluate where you're putting your energy, evaluate your relationships, and is there an imbalance? Are you getting what you need from your relationships? Are you doing all the work in the relationship? Are you the one paying all the bills in the relationship? Are you carrying the load of others? When you do that, you are taking on their karma. They're not getting the lesson, they're not learning self-mastery, and you're not ascending. You're being stuck in the old energy. You're feeling stuck, tired. And so this is a time to evaluate all of your relationships. And all of life is relationship. You're having a relationship to your health. You're having a relationship to your work. You're having a relationship to your neighborhood. You're having a relationship to your family. You're having a relationship to your money. How is that working for you? Where is the imbalance? Are you feeling prosperous? Are you feeling abundant? Do you have a problem receiving? Say this aloud every day. My intention is to receive. It's not enough to love. It's not enough to give. If you're not receiving, then you are in karmic relationship. That's the old energy. It doesn't bring happiness. It doesn't bring prosperity. If you are in karmic relationship, you're going to have health issues and money issues. That's how you know you're in karmic relationship. So here is an opportunity at this Taurus new moon, and as we build to the Scorpio full moon in May, How are your relationships working? Are you receiving from your relationships? Are you really on the same path as the other person? And that's really important too, is that the paths are running alongside each other, and that you're not trying to jump into someone else's lane, right? You need to stay in your own lane, because when you stay in your own lane, Creator can keep bringing you what you need: new love, new opportunity, new abundance, better health, and so on. Remember, your wealth is in your health. The better you feel, the more you can do. The better you feel, the more happier you're going to be. The better you feel, the better your work is going to go, the better your life is going to go. And so it's money in the bank to be healthy, to stay out of the medical system, to stay healthy, stay out of the medical system. You only go there for checkups and minor things. And the stronger you are, the healthier you are, the less money you spend in that direction, and the more wealth for you, the more money for you. Yeah, and that's what it's about, is managing those resources. Taurus rules your inner and outer resources, your earning ability, your possessions, what you love and value. Anything you put the word my in front of: my house, my car, my health, my love, my expansion, my ascension, my abundance, my creativity. This is the time to nourish and nurture you. Nourish and nurture what you do. Look for the imbalance. Where is the imbalance? With Mercury coupled with Uranus and harmonious energy flow with Saturn, new solutions can be presented to you. That's why it's so important to be looking in your own direction, to be taking good care of you, to be staying out of the way of the bad behavior being played out on the planet, and to be focused on love, because love brings opportunity, love brings prosperity, love brings abundance, creativity, and magic, possibilities. And so this is an amazing energy here with the Saturn, Mercury, Uranus lining up like this. It is power and potential that brings innovative ideas, exciting possibilities. Yes, new fresh approach to your life, to your work, creative self-expression. And it can bring you lasting success. This is what is so important about Saturn, because Saturn not only shows us the brutal reality that we need to see, he brings lasting success because you build on it, because you build a strong foundation. The stronger your foundation, the more you're open for new opportunities. The stronger the foundation, the more we can handle the curveballs that can come at us with the Uranian energy. Uranus can throw curveballs, unexpected surprises that can knock us off our balance. And so the stronger the foundation, the more we can bounce back, the more we can be flexible. It is important to be flexible. Taurus is a stubborn energy. Don't be stubborn. Avoid being lazy. Avoid being indulgent. We can be too, indulgent and overeat and over drink and so on. And then we have the health issues. And then we're not the lean, mean fight machine that we need to be ready for opportunity or ready for surprises that can happen. So, it is important to be flexible in your thinking, flexible in your body. Being flexible is what keeps us healthy and strong in the body. Flexibility is as important as building muscle. Muscle is everything. You want to be building muscle in the body, and you want to be flexible. We want to stay flexible so that we can bend with the energies. We can move with the energies. So when the energies come at us strong and hard, it doesn't break us because we're being flexible. We're moving with the energies. There's tremendous power and potential for lasting success at this new moon if you're making smart choices. So focus on strengthening you, strengthening your foundation, nourishing and nurturing your self-worth, your resources at this time, your talents, your gifts, your abilities. By doing that, then you're using the best of what you have to live your best life, to be your best self, and to be a better person every day. And as we strive to be our best self, it will change day to day depending on how much energy we have, how much we slept the night before, and so on. And that's why we want to be empowering ourselves and empowering our health and nourishing and nurturing the self-worth. And by doing that, you're building on your strength, you're focusing on what's appropriate for you, and you're seeing the opportunities that are being presented to you at this time. And there will be many. And there will be many opportunities in the weeks and the months ahead. And that's why you want to be living your best life and being your best self every day, evolving into a better self every day, so that you can take advantage of the amazing opportunities that are coming your way.